Welcome. Seyi, my guy. Happy New Monday. How was your week? How was your weekend?
Well, not as good as last weekend was.
Guys, not
Thank God.
some guys not ginger for the episode. Oh.
No, 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 no. Like it was a pretty solemn weekend for us here in Toronto. Like blew a 4-2 lead to the Dodgers Game 7 World Series baseball. These things happen. These things happen.
Don't worry, we'll console the our subscribers will console you small with their comments. And as always, like we always say, like, share, subscribe, and we'll bring more content for you. Um, as always.
Yeah.
Do you want to dive into the usual to start off NBA?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking take us to our paces, but yeah, sure. Uh what happened in the NBA this week?
Bro, so it was obviously like a lot of games have happened since last week. I thought I would just talk a little bit about teams that are on streaks, teams that have broken their streaks, and teams that are just struggling right now. So obviously the best team right now sitting on top of um like having the best record in the league is OKC in the 7-0.
Yeah.
They had a 137 to 106 win against the Pelicans. Their main guy SGA with 30 points and 7 assists. Chad Hogan is injured. Williams is injured. I think Dort is even injured too. And I think, um, yeah, they have a lot of guys injured. So it's been a really good start for a team that is really like
Yeah.
hampered and hurt with injury. We'll see how long they can
Roster.
keep it going. Yeah, there've been a couple of good guys that they traded for last season that they're looking well, they're contributing. Like I think averaging like about 18 assists. I think it's a two guard. We'll keep watching out and seeing how they perform, but they're definitely the team up top right now. Moving over to the teams that were looking like real threats. I mean, they're still performing well. Obviously, San Antonio having like their best start, 5-0. They lost that to the Suns in a 130 to 118 victory for the Suns. When we did not show up that game, literally 9 points, 9 rebounds, 4 for 18. Sorry, 4 for 14. He's clearly not the MVP at this point now, but he's definitely one of the most improved players. So let's continue to see how he performs. Maybe defensive rookies, I mean, defensive player of the year is a lock for him.
Yeah, looking like too early to say though.
Yeah, your Philly, your favorite guy or rookie right now. Please help me with his name, bro. I always used to butcher it.
VJ Edgecombe. VJ
Edgecombe,
Edgecombe.
Edgecombe, Edgecombe. The two, him and Maxi, have had like one of the best starts for a backcourt ever in NBA history, but that was put to an end on Friday when they lost close to the Celtics, 108 to 109. But they look like they're already on the way back to performing, rebounding by beating the Nets to 129 105. So definitely mending their ways. I think the big shocker here is the Chicago Bulls, and we have this guy Gritty, one of my favorite guys, players. Like obviously when he got traded to the Bulls for Caruso, a lot of people were like questioning the trade. I was one of those guys, but obviously Caruso proved to be crucial for OKC's run. So I think both teams have won, but this guy, having the full control of the ball, SGA was already there. He's the ball dominant guard. I think he's really blossoming and getting into his own. They lost to the Knicks, but he still had a triple double, 23 points, 12 rebounds, 12 assists. Like he's a very do it all guy. And just playing that point forward role, like he really suits him, just having the ball to facilitate and also score. But he was, coming up against the Knicks. The Knicks are really deep and they should be pushing and be competitive this year. Brunson with 31 points, Towns with 20, and OG with 21. So a lot of ballers on that team. But we'll switch over to all the guys that are failing or falling hand, as we would say. Obviously mentioned the Pelicans, given that they lost to OKC. as they continue their 7-0. They are doing the opposite, 0-6. Zion, a lot of people were hyped about him looking like super fit coming into this season. I don't know if that is really transitioning into his play, but
Yeah, he's just trying to secure his money. Once he gets his money, I don't know anything else he has to offer. But what do I know?
fair. And also the Pelicans did a quite a dumb thing where they traded their first round pick as an unprotected pick for to the Nuggets, I believe, to get to draft the number 13 overall pick this year. So if they really do that, like, and they have one of the high draft picks, like that's like a double whammy. And this rookie class is looking really stacked, like 4 to 5 players that are looking like generational talent. On the other side, the Brooklyn Nets, like they also got smacked by the 76ers on their rebound game. We highlighted this guy Thomas earlier, someone who put up 40 points, but I don't think he's enough to carry this team. So the Brooklyn are definitely going to be struggling this year. So just a quick summary of like games that are going on, trends. We'll continue to watch out and call out anything that's interesting and insightful. But I think right now we can move on to our favorite segments, football. Shay, do you want to talk us about my list? Like you guys, you can tell how unexcited I am around because you know what we're going to talk about. But go on, Shay. Please go on.
Yeah, I would just like to get this out of the way.
Get it out the
Whatever,
way.
whatever Yimika says, one of our very loyal audience viewers is always commenting on the ball, so I cannot not talk about them. Yes, the Buffs got destroyed 52-17. Second straight week conceding over 50 points. And yes, I know we said we wouldn't talk about the Buffs, but I just wanted to tell you guys, like, I mean, when Shadon and Travis jerseys got retired, like, everybody was like, oh yeah, nepotism, blah, blah, blah. Like, the team was 1-11 before Coach Prime. Those guys came and transformed the entire program. Like, people took what they did for granted. And, well, you can see now the Buffs are nowhere to be seen. Anyway, moving on to the Big Ten. Penn State still looking for a head coach. Lost 14-38 at number one Ohio State. No surprises there. Jeremiah Smith.
Inevitable.
Jeremiah Smith put on the show 2 touchdowns, 123 yards receiving, and Carnell Tate has actually been balling harder than Jeremiah Smith this year. Carnell Tate is in his third year. Smith is his second year. Tate had 124 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Yeah, like in the NCAA Division One football, like there's no better wide receiver to as far as I'm concerned anyway. Indiana won 55-10 at Maryland, number two team. Oregon bye week.
Whoop them.
So nothing else to report there. In the ACC, number 10 Miami suffered the shocking 2026 loss at SMU in overtime. Their second loss in 3 weeks, and yes, it's increasingly difficult to see Miami getting into the playoff picture at this point because Georgia Tech is doing really well, and I can't remember the other team that name is keeping my mind in the ACC. But yeah, good luck to Miami. We continue to see how the season unfolds. Now to the SEC, number 5 Georgia survived late again to beat Florida 24-20. Ole Miss, number 7 team, beat South Carolina Gamecocks 30-14. Number 20 Texas, trending in the right direction, beat number 9 Vanderbilt 34-31. Uh, Texas is now 4-1 in the conference, and yeah, it's really in their hands. They are going to Georgia next week. Well, this week, so we'll see how they do on Saturday.
Guarantee L's. Guarantee L's. Come on, bro. Come
I
on.
mean, Georgia hasn't lost in a while, so we'll see. We'll see. Arch Manning, Heisman, we'll see. I don't want to limit his potential, right? I'm not a hater.
Exactly.
So number 18, Oklahoma won 33-27 at number 14, Tennessee. And yeah, both teams have an outside chance of making it to the playoffs, just like Texas. And yeah, 4 weeks left in college football regular season. And yeah, it will be very interesting to see how the SEC, shapes up. is through these next 4 weeks. Oh yeah, Tennessee for me has, I would say, the most favorable schedule of these teams with the outside chance. But yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys
Any
up to date.
upsets, we'll definitely keep you guys up to date. Let's
Yeah,
pivot to some NFL, bro. Like my Eagles
yeah.
were
So
off.
pro football. Yeah, your boys were off, so enjoying their bye week.
So I'm
But
just
I
going to
mean,
leave I'm
the
gonna leave it
GM,
to you two.
the GM wasn't off. The GM was not
Yeah, a
off.
couple
Like,
of trades, couple of
yeah,
cornerbacks that we got. So we'll see how they integrate. We know we're trying to beef up our defense and short that side of the ball. But yeah, we'll see.
sure,
Tell us about
sure.
the Ravens and the Dolphins. I know that was Lamar's comeback game.
Yep. So Lamar comeback game. The Ravens won the game 28-6. Lamar Jackson, 4 passing touchdowns. Got sacked twice. Derrick Henry, 19 carries, 119 yards. Like they are trending in the right direction at the right time. But yeah, they are 3-5 now. Defense, defense, defense. Still a problem. Still a problem. Um, Dolphins did not score a touchdown, but the Ravens defense gave up 245 yards passing and another 87 rushing. Like, I can count 10 teams that would destroy the Baltimore Ravens if they allow that against them. So yeah, definitely something they need to maybe make some moves before
No, they're doing the
tomorrow's
right
trade
thing.
deadline.
Give the ball
Like,
to Henry. Give the ball to Lamar, and hope and pray.
bruh, bruh. Uh yeah, Chiefs at Bills, the game of the week. Josh Allen once again coming up victorious against Patrick Mahomes in the regular season.
The only way he
The
has a number.
Bills won that game 28-21. Mahomes threw an interception that, yeah, ultimately turned out to be very costly. Um, the Bills, I have to credit their offensive line and their defensive line because, like, to me, they won both lines of scrimmage on offense and defense, and had Mahomes running for his life the whole game. And yeah, my favorite right tackle, Jawan Taylor. He wasn't making 4 stars, but man, he was getting destroyed. he was
You know,
getting,
the Bills
he
have a
was
crazy.
getting destroyed, bro. Joey Bosa had a crazy game. Like, he had a
That's what I say. They
crazy,
have a
crazy
crazy
game.
D line. Both that they signed, and forget his name. He's also
Hoyt, Hoyt, Hoecht, I think.
yeah, I was
Or are
thinking
you
about their
thinking
D
Masbilano?
tackle, but
Masbilano.
no. But it's all good. It's all good. Go on. Sorry to interrupt you.
Nah, that's fine. That's fine. The Chiefs, ah, they need to run the ball more. Like, because I feel like if they did better running the football, like, they will have been able to, like, get Mahomes to do his regular RPO rolling out and actually, like, expose some of the Bills, like, frailties. And yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to conclude that the Bills will beat the Chiefs in the playoffs if they face off, just based off of this result, because I feel like that wasn't the best version of KC that we saw yesterday. But you can only beat what's in front of you. And I'll move on to the Bears at Bengals. Um, Shout out to Joe Flacco. Like, Joe Flacco played an immense game. Like, I he didn't. I don't think he reached up to 500 yards passing, but he was close. He was close. Like, the Bengals lost that game 42-41. Sorry, they lost that game 47-42 rather. They went up 42-41 with less than a minute to go after securing the ball from an onside kick, right?
That's crazy. That's second time.
Bro, like, the offense set these guys up for victory. Please just see it out. Just see out this game. Man, the Bengals defense decided, yeah, they were going to turn this situation. You guys, look at this situation I'm showing on the screen. Like, look at this. Like, how does this turn to a no? I'll do you one better. guys, like, how does this situation turn into a catch and run passing touchdown? Like, how does this guy
Don't wrap
get
up.
out of this? Like, Caleb Williams, like, shout out to him. Like, he threw nice, a nice ball, like perfect throw to the tight end, who just secured this and miraculously escaped this and ran into the end zone for a touchdown. Like, I don't know. The Bears defense didn't cover themselves in glory as well, but I mean, they did enough. The game wasn't actually as close as like the scoreline made it seem, right? But the Bears, like the Bengals offense was able to just work miracles, like their offense and special teams to recover that onside kick, worked miracles, got them into the lead, and yeah, defense just couldn't do anything. Well, yeah.
First time I think a team has had back-to-back losses, scoring up to 38 points. So it's not their offense. And even playing with a backup quarterback of Joe Flacco, who rightly pointed out has been balling, you know, the Bengals
Yeah,
have always had their defense as an issue, and that's why they are not winning, and that's why Joe Burrow looks like one of the best quarterbacks because he's having to do a lot to put them in a position of success. So yeah, we'll continue to hope and pray for them, and we'll see what they can do. Any
for
other
sure.
teams that you want to shout out for just quick
Yeah,
commentaries?
I mean, quick shout out to JJ McCarthy. His third start for the Vikings. Beat the Lions 27-24 in a tough division game at the Lions. Yeah, the Seahawks beat the Commanders 38-14. Yeah, very gruesome looking left arm injury for JD Daniels. Like,
Bro, just want to pause here and just
yeah,
give my little commentary about this whole hip drop. Like, obviously, jokes are jokes, but like a lot of people are talking about how Jaden Daniels looking a lot like RG3 or RG4, I should call it, where he's come in, had a crazy, phenomenal rookie season, probably one of the best ever, and in his second season has been plagued with injuries. Really hasn't sort of hit the heights that a lot of people expected. They've made some moves, but they haven't really worked out. Your Debo, your signing McLaurin,
McLaurin.
and so on and
McLaurin.
so forth. But again, the NFL is investing heavily to sort of make this game more entertaining. A lot more running, scrambling quarterbacks, even if it's not scrambling for yards, but throwing on the run and outside the pocket. And
Yeah,
I think this whole hip thrust is something that they need to crack down a little bit harder and more intensively about, especially with quarterbacks.
yeah,
Yeah, like someone like Mahomes, sorry, has made the whole quarterback tackling like so needing to sort of move from like soft calls to more like aggressive calls. And when you do that, you have like these really bad plays or defensive plays on crucial elements of the game. Like they are the most valuable assets, and they need to be protected. So just something to throw out there. I think there was another team that you wanted to talk about before we move on to ball.
yeah. Just quickly, Bryce Young. Let me touch on Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, so they did enough to beat the Green Bay Packers 16-13. And yeah, just quickly call out the Packers for being quite the inconsistent team this season. And yeah, I know that Dallas fans are loving this because they have the Green Bay Packers first round pick next draft and the draft after that. So yeah, they will be rooting for the Packers to keep dropping valuable losses. Yeah.
She always has to sneak in his teams.
Yes,
Always have to
like,
sneak in his teams. America's Shea's team. Again, bro, continue to show your talent. Continue to
here
show
we
your
go.
talent.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Let's move on to Prem,
Here we
bro.
go again.
It was a good weekend. Just a couple of couple of big games. Obviously, headline was Spurs and Chelsea. Caicedo stole the headlines with his interception that was an assist for Juan Pedro, but altogether Chelsea dominated that game. Like they had literally 3 or 4 chances that they could have scored. I think an XG of like three,
Garnacho stinker and hooks. Just putting it out there.
whatever.
Just putting it out there.
But the big headline was the whole Thomas Frank talking to Jaden's is it
Jet Spence. Jet
Jed
Spence.
Spence and Van de Veen trying to ask them to sort of clap out the fans, but they were not having it. They walked off, and it's so funny. Those two guys were the crucial guys for the goal, and they were on their skates like the whole game. So like, bro, it
I
just
think
shows
it's
to
Van
say
de
like
Ven that
this.
was dispossessed.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying Spence was the one that had the first pass back that was looking kind
Yeah.
of shaky, and then Van de Ven was
Hmm.
the one that. Point being, these are millionaires, and fans are going to these stadiums and spending money to sort of like cheer these guys on. So sometimes just be reasoning
Fans
as
like
you're
Yimika.
spending your money, bro. I get my tickets from a Connect. Thank you, Uncle. Um, and if I was spending money like that, bro, trust I believe any game where they catch L, bro, I would be actually mad and livid. We'll talk about me spending money on games later on in the show, but please let's move on to Liverpool, who rebounded finally 2-0 win against Villa. Gravenberch with a very stunning goal,
That slump is
showcasing
over.
talent. Showcasing talent. City again continue 3-1-0. Haaland 2 goals. Should have made it a hat trick easily, but Nico Riley with the third one. Bournemouth is I mean, Bournemouth is playing well, but nobody expected them to win against City. Us comfortable 2-0 win. Sure thing. Our defense consistently showing the talent. Goikarez with a goal, Rice with a goal. I'll hand it over to you because you guys were the ones that were. I don't know. You guys were not listening to the poor boy that wants to have his haircut. Like, allow him get his haircut, please.
Okay. Okay. I don't know where to start. I don't know if I should start from the guys here. I should start from the results. But I think I'll just start from the results. So Forest against United ended in a 2-all draw. Yeah, winner run is over, guys. Sorry, United fans, but we can take solace in the fact that we didn't actually lose that game. Like, because if recent memory serves me right, you know, games where we have the lead, we concede 2 goals in quick succession like that. Yeah, we usually just lose it and never recover. Like, everybody just, like, the game just ends at that point. But they recovered from their 5 minutes of madness, and yeah, we ended up like getting an equalizer, and we actually almost won the game in the end, but for a goal line clearance. Anyway, to the United Strand guy, yeah, I don't think we're going to get 5 wins in a row. Not this season, anyway. It's highly improbable because I mean, like, this is like, we don't have cup games, we don't have Europe, and it's like getting 5 wins in a row in the Prem. Yeah, I don't think that's for United to do this season. We're not there yet, so good luck to him. He can cut his hair for like that's turned to business, and I don't support. Like, I thought it was an honest thing, but this guy is already planning potential next dates. Man, I've just blocked him on social media. Good luck. I'm not interested in that anymore, please.
Everybody's commercializing. Everybody has to chow in this economy, bro. So I don't hate the guy. I hate the yeah. Can't hate the player. Just hate the game, bro. Just hate the game.
Yeah, but I mean, like, rest of Europe, man, rest of Europe, the FIFPro 11 has been released, and yeah. So, what are your thoughts on this team, Yimika? And yeah, fans, like, audience, please, like, get in the comments. Like, we want to know what you guys think about this World 11.
No, I think most of the players are pretty much like right. Like definitely the front three. That's clearly obvious and understandable. Vitinho in there, although kind of funny that for me the best midfielder from last year is they're asking him to play left wing or left full back in this crazy formation. And
Yeah,
the two best fullbacks
those
they're
two
asking them to
CMs,
play.
man. Those two CMs are definitely source. Like, one of them shouldn't be there. I don't know who. I don't know who, but one
Fair.
of them shouldn't be there.
First
And
of
there
all,
should be
the
one defender.
formation is not right. It's not right. Like, sorry, Van Dijk is not solid enough to be by himself.
Yeah.
But Palmer, even to some degree, I'm questioning if was he really that guy, or is he really that guy? Like, he
Hey,
had a good
they,
season, but
they, they had to give someone from the Club World Cup. Like, Club World Cup is like equivalent of World Cup. Like, in a World Cup,
what
yeah,
club?
you expect. You'd expect someone from the winners to make the team.
Anyhow, we shall know, like I said, your Donnarumma, Hakimi, Nunez, Vitinho, and then the front three. But when it comes to Palmer, Bellingham, Pedri, and Van Dijk, like Van Dijk obviously in there, but not by himself. Like I don't know how Gabriel cannot be part of those guys.
To be fair, as much as it pains me to say this live, well, they'll be watching the recording. Yeah, like Gabriel should be there. I think it's better than Van Dijk. Just me personally. I think.
I mean, again, this is from last year, so maybe that's the warrant reason that they can say he wasn't this dominant or whatever. But bro, it's always FIFA stuff. FIFA is always just for, I don't even know whether it's for clickbait or, bro, it's just a weird organization at this point. But yeah, we wanted to talk a little bit about the top three players in Europe chasing like the highest goal scorers: Mbappe, Haaland, and Kane. Any comments on them? Kane looks like it's way ahead, by the way. I don't know.
Bro, like these guys just can't stop scoring. Right? Like there's not much to say other than like these guys are just like they are playing at the top of their game right now. And I mean, in someone like Haaland's case, like if Haaland isn't balling, City isn't balling, like that's just insane. Like that guy has scored like is it 40% of their goals in the league or something like that? Like that's just crazy to me. Like, I mean that's why they pay the big money, Sha.
What's his name? Kane has scored 22 in just 15 games.
Yeah, I mean,
12 in 9 appearances.
Tax it, please. Tax it.
3 and 5 in Champions League.
3 tax.
3 and 5 in Champions League, though.
Okay, fair enough.
Come on.
Fair enough.
Mbappe has literally scored a goal a game for
Madrid, bro.
Madrid. But I mean, we'll see who keeps it up and who actually takes it, because I think this between these three guys, one of them is going to take Ballon d'Or. I mean, I know Yamal thinks he's in that conversation, but
Dembele already took Ballon d'Or, bro. Like you mean
no, as in like
player of the year.
No. I'm saying like for between these three guys, the Kane, Mbappe, like and Haaland, one of them is going to take Ballon d'Or for next year.
Oh, Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, Golden Boot, but those are the prime candidates for
Ballon d'Or for next year.
Yeah, Ballon d'Or for next season. We can just throw in Mbappe's stats in there for 18 goals in 14 games. So yeah, Kane is definitely in the lead right now. We'll see. Should be a great competition.
We'll definitely see. Like when Champions League knockout comes, that's when the real ballers will separate themselves. So until then.
But yeah, just to wrap it up,
you can't skip your short trip now. Your short trip.
Yeah, so I'm saying like we got to witness some real European football outside of Prem. Got to see Paris play against Nice, which, to be very honest, was a very underwhelming game. Like not a lot of like true highlights. Like Hakimi and Nuno Mendes were like the obvious best players. Bakola has always, a lot of great opportunities, but never really like having that end product. There was no Due. Dembele came on, and Ramos
Gonzalo
came on,
Ramos.
and Goncalo Ramos had like a late winner. But bro, the stadium is beautiful. Like the sky was beautiful. It was definitely a good atmosphere. Like they are the guys that be drumming and be giving all the chants, like they had some really cool chants. The whole Ale, like that shit. Cool. They're ultras. But bro, I don't speak French. I was just out there shouting Ale. And c'est bon.
Please.
Nah, it was definitely good.
Before the next one, you need to learn.
Bro, we'll slowly but surely get there.
Duolingo is just there. It's just there.
No, bro, I took French in high school, but bro, like it was tasking. Like sometimes I'll be using English words and just trying to say it like it's French. Terrible. That was terrible. But yeah, it was a good weekend and nice start to the week. So, bro, wishing you a good week. Wishing all our supporters and viewers a good week. And as always, just help us help us share it, grow our audience. Wow, bro. And we'll catch you next week.
Yeah, we'll definitely bring you guys more stuff next week. Have a good one, guys. Bye.